This is Big Bad's Life with another informative video. In the emergence of all of these masculine black female rappers, there has a concern for brothers leaving abroad. And the reason why brothers are leaving abroad is because example number one I present to you.
Got 14 grandkids, 2 great-grandkids, okay? And my daughter's a old fly. And I cook, I get stuff. I do Jamaican, African, whatever the fuck you want. I by myself, that's called soledad. You know that?
Now in this emergence of brothers leaving, passport brothers, passport bros, you got passport Joes in America, black women are suffering. And how are they suffering? Well, they're depleting the dating pool. So when the dating pool depletes, what happens is your targets become the youth, the young, the children. That's right. Black women are now, not only black women, but American women are targeting your children. That's right. Your young children at school. So there's been a lot of cases of women having ex with these kids on school property. Not only on school property, but this has been going on for quite some time now. And that's because I would gather that brothers are leaving. Negroes are not putting up with it. We're not trying to hear it. We out. We gone. So who better than to take advantage of? Because that's all you're doing. You're taking advantage. That's what kind of mindset you have. A take advantage mindset.
Hey, ladies, how are you? Well, I'm going to call my twin. And I just want to let y'all know, be toxic for the rest of your 20s. You only get one life. Live your toxic 20s. You never get to be 20 years old, 21, 22, 23, 24, none of that ever again in your life. Be toxic, because don't get in your 30s thinking you could just go slashing tires and doing all this crazy shit. You too old for that now. You too mature. Be toxic for the rest of your 20s. And if you delusional, turn that shit up a notch. Enjoy the rest of your 20s. You only get to do this shit one time.
Gabriella Neufeld, she's on your screen, is a science teacher at South Meck High School. Police say she had sex with that student at least 5 times since mid-October. She was arrested Wednesday and bonded out of jail this morning. WBTV's Caroline Hicks was in court as she faced a judge for the first time today. Caroline, a lot happened in that courtroom. What did you learn?
That's exactly right. Well, Gabriella Neufeld was in court today along with her family. There was also a group of her students in court. They did not speak, but prosecutors did reveal new details in this case. According to prosecutors, it was the student's mother who caught them in the act. They say the mother caught her son having sex with his teacher in a car.
What do you want to say about the allegations against you? This is just your opportunity if you want to say anything. Did you have sex with your student?
When she became his 8th grade teacher, those messages listed in the criminal complaint. Bolden acknowledges that the teen is a minor and that she feels guilty. But in one message, Bolden writes, quote, "I want to see you as often as possible and the rest will just happen." This picture of Bolden is included in the criminal complaint against her. A selfie prosecutors say she sent the teen. Prosecutors say Bolden also sent photos we wouldn't be able to show you. The victim told a Brown Deer police detective that Bolden sent him nude photos in early 2023. He was 13 at the time. In June, right before school was out, the teen says Bolden picked him up and they had sex in a Brown Deer park. In late June, for his 14th birthday, the victim says Bolden bought him a gun, something prosecutors say they were able to trace and confirm. The boy told investigators the relationship with the teacher ended in late July when Bolden refused to buy him another gun. The story continues for Bolden. If convicted of both felony charges, she faces more than 40 years in prison.
That's what kind of mindset you have. A take advantage mindset. Like the person who gives you subsidy, who gives you EBT, who gives you all of these government goodies and takeaways and all of these good things that the black woman existed or wanted to have, that she replaced for having a family. So without a true leader in your family, you become a predator and you indulge in predatory behavior. That's what this is. predatory behavior. So when you have predatory behavior, your sons are in trouble. Your kids are in trouble. Matter of fact, let's take a look at it. This is Big Bass Life with another informative video, man. Like, comment, subscribe. What do you think? You think this is a game? You think this is like just one or two stories? There are plenty and many of stories I could post along with this video. It'll make the video totally about 2 days long. That's just how many reports and clips I have. I cherry picked on which clips I would use, and these are the ones I used. But trust me, there are plenty and many, and I'm not just talking about the dominant society, because this is something that they used to do. This is something that dates back all the way to slavery. You know, if you read some of the books that I've read, like They Were Her Property, and other books like Tom's Cabin, other books, you see that the dominant society, women have always taken advantage of our youth, of the young, and they still do it today. But now you got a black woman who is now so desperately in need of controlling things. She has become the predator. And this is a problem. That's because we need the leader of the household to come back and emerge as the leader of the household. And we're talking about the black man. The black man is so much needed in the black household. This is what's going on. So you cannot, Dr. Umar Johnson, come back and say, oh, it's the black woman, it's the black man's fault that the black woman has become predatorial. Because you brothers are not stepping up. No, black men are out of the game. Black men are better fathers. Black men are better parents when they are single parent household leaders compared to black women. Black women are doing a horrible job. And the black men you see now today that come from these single parent households are usually in prison, are usually wayward, usually broke, usually going through emotional trauma, terrorizing their neighborhood. This is what you get from a product of that. So let's get it. And as you can see in this part of the video, the young man asked for a ratchet.
In late June for his 14th birthday, the victim says Bolden bought him a gun, something prosecutors say they were able to trace and confirm.
Real niggas love ratchet bitches. Y'all ain't killing my man, so I went and bought him switches. Bow, bow.
The victim says Bolden bought him a gun, something prosecutors say they were able to trace and confirm. The boy told investigators the relationship with the teacher ended in late July when Bolden refused to buy him another gun.
And inside of the lyrics of Suki and these, inside of, she talking about buying a ratchet. Where you think she get the idea from? She got it from the rap song. The rap song is saying, I'm going to buy my man a ratchet. And she did just what? The child. Not a man, because he's not a fully grown man yet. The child asked for a ratchet. She bought him a gun. He asked for another ratchet, a gun. And she didn't acquiesce. But this is what we're dealing with. So black men, are black men right for leaving, for opting out, for carving up leadership in other directions, in other places, in other countries, being passport bros? Or are the black women correct? Or are the black women out of control and just don't want to admit it, or just don't want to self-correct or self-correctness? Because a lot of times when you're doing wrong, you don't want to be told that you're doing wrong until you're busted, until it's red-handed. Then when you're red-handed busted, then it's time to fess up. Or a lot of times they just be quiet. So that's all I've been hearing, black women being quiet. There's been a few in between that have been speaking up, but the rest of them has been quiet. But this is Big Bass Life, man. Hit that comment. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get it. Big Bass Life.
Yeah, my bitch, she bad, got a lot more ass, nothing about me average. Nigga get mad and they act like you never had a motherfucking baddie. Chasing these chickens, pop out, hit it, I'm gone, you drop by. Box don't belong to you, cock block. Got so many files, need to drop by. New Orleans, wet, mop. Dreadhead, bumper clock, top pop. Talk your shit, let her bop. Fall asleep, call it beat, wop.